Hey, what's going on, guys? I just saw on the news where there are people disrupting construction of the naval base that's being constructed on Jeju Island in South Korea, and it's prompted me to do a video about that because I'm a huge supporter of construction of that South Korean naval base on Jeju, and nobody seems to really understand the logic of why that base is so vital for the security of East Asia. And the U.S. Navy will be accepted in that port, at least according to the public information articles that I've read. And it's vital, and it has nothing to do with U.S. imperialism, nothing of that nature. Okay, we'll throw common sense logic into this. Okay, all right. North Korea could attack going down the 38th parallel. But anybody with any common sense would know that instead of going straight down, you can always do a flanking movement. Okay, flanking movement is going around, like they could go around, go down south, hit Jeju Island, and then invade South Korea this way, and then have a few troops along the 38th parallel and go down this way. Why is North Korea bashing U.S. military presence on Korea right now? They bashed them on the anniversary of the Jeju uprisings in 1948. I don't want to get into the Jeju uprisings, okay? That's a different video. The only reason they did that, though, is because right now construction of the naval base is going on, and they don't want to see that base constructed because the base being constructed is going to prevent North Korea from ever trying a flanking movement, okay? I visited Jeju Island as a tourist. As a tourist, I visited there, and there are plenty of openings. With anybody with any common sense, you can see openings next to hotels and resorts, and North Korea could easily launch one of their submarines and put spec ops on the ground and hold hotels hostage. The naval base prevents a lot of that from happening. Construction of that naval base prevents a lot of that from happening. Normally, we would not be saying something like this, except nowadays, if generals can go on TV or the media and talk about the ISIS strategy, you're talking to somebody who just looks at public information records and talking to me, and so I can say that if generals can go on TV, which I don't like, and they're announcing the battle strategies against ISIS to the world, which I don't like. But like I said, all I've said here is public information, okay? And my experience as a tourist, there are plenty of openings you can see where North Korea can bring their submarine, get spec ops on the ground, and hold a lot of hotels and a lot of tourists hostage, okay? And the naval base prevents a lot of that. There's also, Jeju is home to also the tallest mountain in South Korea, Mount Hallasan. If North Korean soldiers took over Jeju, they could hide a lot of their nuclear weapons in Mount Hallasan. Military presence on Jeju prevents a lot of that, okay? They prevent all the capabilities that North Korea could do, because if that base is not constructed, there is a naval base in Mokpo, but that's the closest one you have to defending Jeju. But even where Mokpo is located, it would take the South Korean Navy a while to get to where they need to go to defend Jeju. That's the same with Jinhae. There's a South Korean naval base in Jinhae, which is near where the South Korean Naval Academy is. And it would be the same situation. And you know, the historian Bruce Cummings does not note that. He says he has trouble understanding the logic behind the base being built in Jeju. But there's plenty of logic. My personal opinion is he's just not looking at the logic. Doesn't talk about North Korea could do a flanking movement. Just do a flanking movement around. They could do that. And then take over Jeju and then hold lots of Jeju hostage and then go attack South Korea from the north that way. You got to look at it from that perspective, and none of the protesters seem to be looking at it from that perspective. They're just disrupting base construction. It's been happening all the time. And then also, to take the economic perspective of building that naval base there. If a naval base gets built, then there's going to be lots of restaurants and businesses that go around the town, and then lots of people can open a business. They can make money. They can cater to the sailors that are there. So bases are good for economies too. I mean, I don't think you should build a base for economic purposes, but they are good for the economy, and this will benefit and help develop Jeju's economy as well. So anyway, hope everybody's doing well. Take care. God bless, and bye-bye. Bye-bye.